All right, we're live. Let me set up. Let me make sure we're good. Let's make sure the sound is good. Make sure we're not freezing. And all right, we're good. And we'll let everybody get in the chat. We can respond there. Hustlebee, what's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? December 13, and yesterday marked my ninth month of selling on eBay, so that calls for a celebration. Woohoo!
And it was a milestone day, right?
Yeah, milestone day, 9 months, and I hit 2K in one day, so that was pretty awesome.
2K in one day.
Yep.
And so what's the progress going on, or what's going on with your bet with Nicole? Where are we on that? And how close are
Well,
you to winning?
I only need to pump out 3K. I'm at 27K for the month, so I just need to hit consistently maybe 4 or 5 more $1,000 days, and we're definitely going to Portland.
All right, that's what I like to hear. It's the 13th, so yeah, we got some time. We got
Yeah,
another like
oh
six,
yeah,
seven,
it
eight
needs to
days.
be done before the end of the year. That's my goal.
Oh yeah, totally. Let me see who's in the chat, because it looks like we got bombarded pretty quickly. Ballerman, Ryan, Jimmy, K got Soul, Panda Rose, Caroline, and Adriana both here. Let's see, Kadan24. What's up, Holly? Finally got in the live chat. Drummer, Bautista, what? Jamie Nettie, what's up, people? Kim, Scott Wynn, Nick, LA Henna, Caroline. Last final in an hour. Caroline, you've been going to school for the longest time, it seems like, for the last couple of months. We need you hustling out there. Rolando, Elliot, who else is out here? Fernando, Dak, Jam, BG, Derek, Fabian. Man, there's a lot of people coming in here. So let's say what's up in the chat. We're going to be talking about Hustled 2, the good, the bad, the ugly, what happened, what are some good lessons learned from hustling in a new city, and how that went. I'm also going to show you guys my personal listings. Some of the items that I've already sold, I'll put those links in the chat. You guys can take a look at them if you want. And I'll go over what I have already sold and a total sales from Chicago, Out Hustled 2. And we'll talk about Out Hustled 3 and the dates. We finally got those down, and where we should meet up. So, Ken, what should we start off with for Out Hustled 2?
Man, I'm looking. I was looking at the footage yesterday. I think it was my second time to watch it, but man, it didn't seem that rough when we were hustling. But now looking at it, I'm just like, man, we got out hustled. Uh, and we talk a little bit about it on the end that timing is everything. Not because that we've kind of been seasoned on this game. It doesn't mean we don't have a bad day. So literally right after that, when I got back, it was one of the best sourcing times when I got back in Cincinnati. So it's just literally timing, right? I've been to Chicago multiple times, and I mean, as far as sourcing was concerned, and last time was the worst trip yet.
Yeah, so we've made the 2 total trips. Obviously, Dallas, Houston was way better. And then this one, the Chicago one, was a little slower, but things happen. And remember that you're hustling in one point in time. And I know this is funny because on Instagram we see it all the time, kind of like people trying to like compete. It almost seems like hey, I found this. Look how cool I am. And this happens a lot, but you have to keep in mind that that person went at that certain time, they found them, and you could go that night to the same store that that person went and find stuff at the same store. Like there's nothing that tells you that like, oh, someone bought everything, or someone, just got everything whatever area they're in. There's always an opportunity out there. It's just about timing and when they put out just certain products and stuff. You just never know.
Yep.
And let me go back. So Panda Rose, $5 in a super
Woo.
chat. Yes, thank you, appreciate it. That will go to the Out Hustled Fund.
For our out hustle juice.
Yeah, yeah, for the coffees. That will go straight to Out Hustled. JT, where'd you get the PlayStation hoodie? Yeah, check it out. I got this
Oh,
PlayStation hoodie.
Japanese version too.
Yeah, Japanese version. I got it at Marshall's,
What?
$16.99. Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, I practice what I preach. I only go to Marshalls and Ross, even for personal collection gear.
100%. I got this. Hat. This Jordan.
Jordan hat.
Yeah, Jordan hat. It was clearance for $14, and then I have a $10 survey coupon. I only paid $4 for this. Beat that.
There we go. There we go. Hustling the stores out there. Let me go back to so Terrence had a good question. He asked, I'm at work now. Should I quit and pursue the reselling gig?
It's totally up to you. We're not gonna lie that reselling is for everybody. It definitely needs some higher risk tolerance, some ramen weeks, some broke nights, some no money in the bank kind of night, late payments. If you really want to do this full time, I suggest that you have a 2 to 3 months of savings worth of bills at least. But if you don't have that much bills to pay, I suggest go all in. If you're living with your parents or with somebody else, if you're not really, if you don't have that much financial responsibility yet, I would literally tell everyone to just go all in, because it's something that you need to try yourself too. Because uh, it's not that I'm saying that it's only for me and Glenn, but you have to know yourself, and the only way to really assess that is to really go ahead and do it. And worst case scenario, go back and get a job. It's not that deadly.
Yeah. And Terrence, because they had a good point. I think someone asked about healthcare. Terrence had a pretty funny comment. He was like, "But it's a state job. I saw Glenn at that sketchy urgent care." Well, one in Houston. And that one, and that's the thing though, is like, yeah, the health insurance stuff is no joke. Yeah, that's like, it's quite a bit. Right now, it's kind of helping me because of the job that I work with the parents. I would do that in the mornings. So that kind of helps me out with that. But for the wife and figuring that out, it gets pricey real quick. But yeah, we're gonna talk about like going into full time. Another episode. But next week we're gonna talk about 2018 goals, and this not have to just do with reselling goals and making money, but also how this channel is gonna change a little bit, but for the better. I'm not taking away Ross Finds of the Week. That's here to stay. But I'm actually going to add more content. And I know that in order to do this, sacrifices must be made. And actually, I'm probably going to make less money, I think, because I'm trying to add more content. I actually want to add everyday content. And I know that's going to, that's really, really going to work. Take a lot of work. And I got to figure that out. But that's for 2018 goals. We're going to talk about that on the next episode. But this one is going to be purely about Out Hustle 2. Ryan, don't stop the live chat. No, actually, we're going to build upon the live chat. And figuring into that, I'm getting my my gift cards ready, because next year we're going to have a lot of winners and a lot of people taking home some pretty good gift cards for Burlington and Ross and other stuff. So I think it's really, really, really going to be cool what we have coming up soon for that. All right, Out Hustle 2. Some of the things that we found. Is there anything that hasn't really sold yet? Like, here's my question for you. What about those trout shoes? Because I've been seeing a lot more lately.
I
What
hadn't
happened with them?
I haven't moved any of that exact shoe. I think that's the only one that really hasn't sold yet. I really think everything has sold besides those trout and dude, even the Bears jacket sold.
So I remember
Yeah,
we picked up two Bears jackets, orange, right? They were Nike.
I think I got both. Did I get
Yeah,
both?
you got both.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
I
both
think
sold or just one sold?
I think one, but I'm sure one sold already. I'm not sure if both sold already, but I'm sure one sold already.
Yeah. Scott says F Trout. Caroline, F those Trouts. Uh, I've been seeing those a lot more lately, and it's like it's pretty funny though, because I'm like at the time when we saw them, the market was pretty good on them, and then they just kind of like slowly started kind of dying down, and then now it just seems like I see a lot of them
Hmm.
at this point.
Well, also too, it's not really the season yet. Wait till spring training comes.
Yeah, that's true.
So so that's what I'm looking at. Also, Kellogg, Liz Kellogg has a question here. Let's get to it before I get buried. What do you
Okay.
do when a buyer purchases your item and hasn't paid? When you look, account has created with zero feedback. So what happens when I mean, if a buyer does that, is it a best offer? Because I require immediate payment. So if a buyer does that to me, they have to pay. So they don't have any option. And also, if it was a best offer, I mean, there's really nothing you can do because it could be a new buyer or it could be just somebody trying to fake buy you. So I give them 48 hours before I usually just open up a case. I do that and just release the item. There's nothing really you can do about it.
Yeah, I stopped taking best offers from zero feedback.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'll respond like, "Hey, I like your offer, but you have to
Hmm.
do. I'll change the price, and you have to do immediate payment."
Hmm.
And then I'll change the price, and then sometimes they'll buy it, sometimes they won't. And if they don't buy it, then obviously you know they're not serious about it because they're the ones who offered the price. I'll lower it. I'll do it.
Hmm.
Immediate payment. They still won't do it. Cool. That's it. I'll leave it there. And then the other one, if they do buy it, then cool. Everything's good. Immediate payment. Nowhere to go from there. So I do that, but I usually try to open a case immediately just because I want to try to get it relisted and going again if something like that happens, which
Hmm.
it sucks, but it happens from time to time. And let me see what's going on here in the chat. And I don't even know where I am right now in the chat. All right. Let's see. Zero. Yeah, with zero feedback, they're very picky, given most issues, especially the ones that just opened in 2017. You can see when they opened their account. If it's the same year, 2017, obviously they're not serious. So
Yep.
I would just totally ignore that.
Also, one tip: if there's a best offer, if somebody that really is adamant of giving that best offer back, what you do is don't accept the offer. What you need to do is change the price. Change your listing price, edit your price to the best offer that they're offering, so that if you require immediate payment, they can't back out from it.
Yeah, and that's what you tell them. Pay with immediate payment, and I'll send it. There you go, done. Let me see. Next thing. All right, so let me kind of explain some of the stuff that has already sold from Out Hustled to first one. This one was actually so the Chicago Bulls jacket. This one was actually 19.99, and I actually sold it for 47.99 because I ran a sale on my store, and that one had kind of been sitting for a good while. I was getting like super low ball offers, like $20, $23. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'll take the 47.99. It wasn't even there we go. That link didn't even work.
Again.
Don't tell me this thing's gonna start with this link stuff again. Because it's been messing with us. Last time I just did it. So that one I sold for 47.99. If you guys remember the Dunk high premiums, those were The gray and what green, I think was like the color.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, see if
We
this link
picked
works.
those
If
up.
links aren't working here,
Oh, you got that with the shocks, right? You got that with the shocks.
yeah, I
I
got them with
remember
the
that.
shocks. See if this link works. It's not even working for me. No? Ryan says no. This thing, man. It's always giving me problems now, which is gonna screw things up for 2018. We have like things we want to do. And then net neutrality, they don't want us to go on anymore either.
Somebody asked how many items. I sold 21 items for that
Oh, for
$2,000.
2000 day? What
Yeah.
was the biggest
So
sale
I'm
from that?
roughly. Well, the biggest sale was 195 was
Oh,
the biggest.
okay.
So average about like like 90 if you average it out because I sold
Yeah.
some like $30 items too. So
Not bad, not
uh
bad. Let me go back on this. The next thing that we sold, so I sold 5 pairs of those volleyball Zoom Hyper Spike. That was probably our
yep,
biggest
that was like
find
the
of
best buy.
yeah, that's like our biggest
Dude,
find for
I sold everything already. I sold everything.
all of them.
I think you waited a while before you listed them. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I waited a
Yeah,
little bit longer.
yeah, because like as soon as I got in, my wife helps me list, so she basically lists a lot. And she was ready to go. Well, I was like, I'm so tired, I went to sleep. She was just like, she listed them all that night, and I think within a week everything sold, and then it sold for like $110, $115. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and so I sold most of them sold for 99.99. One of them sold for 99.95 because I was just trying to do little variations.
Uh,
But I sold all 5 pairs. I think I'm left with 2 because they're kind of like the huge. I think I have like 2 size 12s left.
yeah, I think
Um,
yeah, you did. You did have
yeah,
two size phones because you picked the variations.
yeah,
I picked the like I think it was like 4 pairs.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that one was probably like, I mean, that's like 5 pairs that sold for 100 each, pretty much. So that really helped for Out Hustle 2 that didn't have some bad buys that really helped us in that case.
and I sold those hyper dunks already for like $90.
The green ones, right?
Yeah, the green ones.
Okay, green ones, nice. That was a good one there. The other one that I sold, let me go, because now it seems like the links are somewhat working. Is it? Kind of?
Let me see.
Did the last link work?
Yep, it's loading.
Okay,
At least it's loading.
okay,
It's not popping up yet. Yeah, I see it. You're good to go.
okay. The next one sold was the Kobe 11. So those we picked up. I think in the end they ended up being like 40 something bucks a pair or something with a
Yeah.
discount.
Do you sell all of them yet?
No, I sold one, which I'm gonna post here. But it's a live link. It's not showing you the one that I did sell. The one I sold for $119.95. Right now, I'm running a sale on my store, so it's pretty cheap for 100
Uh-huh.
whatever.
That's still good.
But yeah, but I sold one of them for $119.95, so that one helped. The shocks actually actually went kind of low on this one. I should have probably just waited it out a bit more. Let me show you guys a link on the shocks. Let me see. All right, here are the shocks. That one sold for $69.99. The Star Wars socks, which that one's
That
weird
one's sold
because
pretty fast,
yeah,
right?
that one I sold for 30. We picked them up for $5.99, I think. Let me open that link. That one I think was $5.99. I found them a week later at my Ross, and they were $19.99.
Mhm.
I don't know how that happened. So that one, the socks kind of helped. This one, let me see, was the women's Nike Internationalist. Remember these?
Yeah, that one. Did that sell?
Yeah, that's the one that actually Ken found that one. Um,
Yeah. Did Where did we find it? I think we found it in like one. I don't know. Like, how did we find that? I feel like it was just like a hidden or something that you just pass by or something. I was like, oh, dude, this one sells because I remember I had an internationals before. I bought it for 19 bucks at the outlet,
Yeah.
and then this was one of my stuff that I was getting rid of. A guy paid like 70 bucks for it on eBay used. So I was like, and then I wanted to get another one for myself. I couldn't find any good deals. Everything's like over 50 bucks. So that's when I know, like, I think this is just the classic, shoe runners. It could be like, like semi cash, smart casual kind of shoes.
Yeah. So that one I sold for $79.99, but that one was Ken found that
89.
one.
Sold it 89, bro.
Yeah. Well, that one, I guess, because I think that one I took a best offer, but I think that one, you found it at like clearance. It was like $27.99 or something. It
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
super.
because we paired it up with the hyper dunk. So we pretty much made even.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. The next one was this Under Armour Auburn jersey. See if that one works. It should. But that one I sold for 50 bucks. That one I think was $12, I think, at Ross that we
So
found.
I didn't we buy two?
I think I got one and you got one, no?
Yeah, I
Oh,
sold
okay.
one for I sold mine, and the buyer was when it paid overnight shipping for it. She needed it. It was a lady actually. She needed it before the game, so I had to overnight it that Thursday to get it there by Friday, so that she could wear it Saturday. So she paid like 30 bucks for the overnight shipping, and jersey was 55.
That's crazy. Overnight shipping.
Yeah.
And let me see. And the last one from that was those pink Superflies. I sold those for 115. That one because I know I was able to ship those in the padded flat rates. That was like 650 to ship. That one was pretty cheap to get rid of those because they'll show light and they could fit in there. But my total sales, at least for the items from Out Hustle 2, came out to $1,102.73.
That's cool.
At least so far. Some of the items that didn't sell, uh, this one was my fault. I didn't sell the Draymond Green jersey, even though I did get a good offer, and I was like, I'll get a better offer, and then now it's just kind of sitting there. So the Draymond jersey didn't sell. What else did we pick? I still have Kobe 11s. I still have, I think, 5 pairs of those left.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I have the. I think. Let me see. I think I sold the Canada jacket already too.
Oh, yeah, I
So
remember that Canada jacket.
I don't think I really have anything left from that trip.
Oh, the
Besides-
Islanders kids jerseys. I haven't
Oh
sold
yeah,
those.
I haven't sold that. But it's too cheap, right? Like that one, like that should be fine.
It was like $3.99, I think, right?
Yeah, $3.99.
And I'm trying to think what else did we have that haven't really sold yet. I mean, we sold, I think, not like we took home a lot compared to the Dallas one. The up tempos, the white ones, I haven't sold those.
Yeah, I'm holding the price on those. People are just like lowballing them because we kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But they're clean shoe, classic shoe, so they should be fine.
Yeah. The other listings, I'd have to go through them to see the other stuff that didn't sold, but that haven't sold yet. But pretty much like we said, I think the MVP of the whole thing was the volleyball Zoom Hyper Spike. And let me know in the comments or the chat if you have even found those lately. I think they're pretty much
They're
all
gone.
gone.
Yeah, they're gone. Somebody said, will we ever come to San Antonio? Yes, we will be. We'll be back in Texas after we go all over the states that we haven't, because we've been to Texas already. So it's kind of unfair to go back to Texas and we haven't been to the other states.
Yeah, the great state of Texas, we will be going soon. But when we do the Texas one, we're gonna try to like drive through. We're gonna start off, I think, with San Antonio and then drive through. So like San Marcos, Austin, Georgetown, keep going, and then we're gonna go through like Dallas and figure that out. So we're gonna do all that. Was there a meetup in Dallas? No, there wasn't. What?
Was there a meetup in Dallas? Oh no, yeah, we
No,
didn't.
no, no. We didn't have a meetup in Dallas. It was the first out hustled, so we kind of wanted to just keep it on the low, so that for the channel, it's just kind of like, okay, cool. What is this? But now, of course, we're doing out hustle. So out hustle 3, and then 4, 5. We're gonna make sure we do meetups at all of the locations that we go
It's
to.
gonna be by the end of the year. It should be out hustled 15.
Oh yeah, by that time, yeah, we'll be 15. So it'll be crazy. Caroline, we'll see you. Go study for your final. Go do
Yep.
your homework and dominate whatever test or anything you have. See you guys. Or Caroline, see you. When are you
When you
guys
hit
hitting
it,
up Portland?
I'll definitely not in the cold months.
Yeah.
So it will definitely be
Yeah.
summertime. Hustle to the moon. Yep. Yeah, we will definitely be at Portland. And Nicole's gonna pay me that bet that we did. She has to fly me there for free. So uh, that's definitely we're definitely gonna have a bigger meetup there too.
Oh, in Portland?
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And we
Okay.
get to raid a Nike outlet. I mean the employee store.
Oh yeah, the employee store we're looking forward to. And
Man, we better ready. We should get a van.
yeah, we need a van, hustle van.
We need a hustle van in Portland for sure.
Yeah. And then Nicole will also be wearing this if you want to click on the link. Um we'll make sure we can get that shipped out. Um
Yeah,
and let me see. Let me go
that will be
back.
our present. Yes, that one.
Let me see. Let me go back up to see what was also in the in the chat. Oh, we already answered that question. What do you guys do when you get a good find and a few days later the price just keeps dropping? Seems like that is happening more often now. Depends on the item. Because even lately, I've found some items that they haven't dropped. They've been consistent. It does happen, once in a while. But when it does, I mean, you have your two choices. Either you can leave it priced high and you can wait until you get the right one, the right buyer, or you can try to go the market price and get what you can for it and move on. But keep in mind, how many products do you have of that certain, or what's your quantity of that certain product? Like if you're 12 cleats deep in one of them, I mean, you're gonna have to make. I mean, what's your decision ultimately going to be? You're gonna like stay with them and wait it out, and you have 12 of those certain cleats, or you try to just let them go and get rid of them. There's some certain buys that that if you're patient with it, you're gonna get the money for them, like $20 mercurial vapors or something. Like you're fine, just wait it out. $20 fatals,
Yeah, get
that's a
rid of
bad
that.
buy. Get rid of them, get your
Yeah,
money
so
back, and move along. And that's pretty much what I did. I was like, cool, let me just get them out of here. They're taking up room. I know they're not going to go up in price.
it's a lot of times too. That's the learning experience that I've learned throughout. With this 2017 is hold on to the top tier or to the high end shoes, and then whatever you thought was gonna sell that didn't make it, sell those at market or a little below market, just to have some uh, cash on hand. To get some cash flow going. But besides that, because a lot of times, right? Like I've never seen a cleats that has been released over and over again. I don't know. I haven't been doing this for a long time, but what I'm betting, we talked about this before, that there's only gonna be one past season, right? Like there's only gonna be 2017 past season stocks. And the reason why it got to Burlington, Ross, and Nike outlets are because these are just stuff that went from the retail store, the retail price, went on sale, didn't make it there. Key outlet hops onto the Nike clearance and still couldn't get rid of it. That's why they liquidated to this uh, discount retail store. So I from what I'm playing this the long term. I that's why I'm keeping a lot of the high end stuff and not really get in a hurry up to get rid of them.
Yeah, and you can, I mean, either way, I mean, everyone's business model is different. And that's what's kind of like the beauty of it is you got to figure out what you're going to do. And also depends on how much money you're making. We've talked about the 40% ROI. I'm fine with the 40% ROI. Sometimes I do get a little greedy where I'm like, oh, I want to get 100% ROI. And then sometimes it doesn't work for me. So that's what also you have to figure that out with your find and if it's worth it or not. Once you start taking 15%, 18% ROI. And like, I don't know, is it really worth for you to go to the stores and ship and do that like to make 15 or 18% ROI? Like, I don't think it is. You know, make the money that at least it's going to give you some profits that you can, at least you're proud of and you can actually build upon, rather than going super, super cheap, unless it was a bad find and you want to move on, then that's different. Where did you get the table? So yeah, it's like a workbench. I got that at Lowe's, and I forgot how much that was though.
Yeah, imagine that a graphic designer has a workbench.
Yeah, I use it for merch.
Yeah, he'd probably hurt his hand holding a drill or something.
I hurt my hand with the mouse drawing on the pen tool. Do every return items to the store if it's not selling?
Do you ever return?
I haven't done it in a long time.
I haven't done it in a long time either. I don't know what I returned the last time. I can't
I'm only
even.
making returns to cut in line at this point.
Dude, that cracks me up because Glenn always gets the long lines.
Yeah, at this point it was ridiculous. It went to like almost the back of the store. And I was like, yeah, people aren't even working anymore. I don't know what's going on.
You know?
And Jam asked, anybody find the Mega Bloks Call of Duty Nuketown zombies again? I know one person that did. He actually found like 5 or 6 of them. I haven't found them. I've still been looking, but haven't found any of those yet. Let me see. So yeah, any other rapid fire Q&A, get those in now. And the other stuff I wanted to talk about for Out Hustled. So Out Hustled, what I wanted to talk about too was that, so the difference between this episode, like this kind of like mini season compared to the other one, this one obviously a lot less fines, but I'm also curious on how we're gonna, improve this. And number one, I definitely want to improve quality as far as going slower in the stores. Like we're at one point we were just so quick on it that we're like, okay, cool, nothing really there. We probably could take a little bit more time. And also with the camera, I did get some emails on like the camera being a little too fast and a little too shaky. So that's something I also want to work on, is the quality of the camera, going a little bit slower in the stores. I think that especially now going to California, we're going to have different traffic problems. So might as well take advantage of the stores that we do go to and see what we can really, really find and like take our time a little bit more with that. What do you think? What else do you think could probably improve?
I mean, I think that's just one thing that because we're not natural videographers, kind of trying to get into this more of like documenting vlogging style. I mean, Glenn knows this. I was supposed to be wearing my chest cam, but it got a little awkward. I wasn't really used to it because like people were like staring at me while I have a camera in front, So I was like, it was cringy. And like some stores won't let you film and stuff like that. And I think that's something that I need to overcome because we see these vloggers that has like a big DSL camera, like how they film it. But I think I'm not in that level yet, to be honest.
Yeah, you felt naked out there with just that camera attached to you.
Yeah.
Green Granite Resale, appreciate how you showed the shoe details using the names, etc. on the recent video. So thanks for that. I think what also we're gonna do, let me know if you enjoyed the coin toss. So people
Yeah.
had people were wondering like, how do you figure out like who gets what? And yeah, it goes down to a coin toss, and we separate them by item. Like you have to take um like all of that one item, so we're not competing with each other. If that makes sense, because people were like, if you're getting the trout, let's say those trout shoes size 10, and then we have two pairs of size 10, it wouldn't make sense for each of us to get one. We're just
Yeah.
going to compete with each other, and then that kind of doesn't help us. So we have to, like, you have to go all in. Hey, you want those Bears jackets? You're taking them,
Yep.
and then I don't get any. So it kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah, and then it's easier to list too because if you have quantity, it definitely makes the listing easier, and then you can reuse the photos.
Yeah, so that just helps in general to do it that way. So yeah, we'll have more of that. We're gonna try to figure out how to get more of the B cam involved, but there's sometimes too, honestly, or I'm just like, man, I don't even feel like recording some of the stuff. Like I just want to find things and like really focus on finding things. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, well, like I want to make sure the camera's good. Am I getting stuff?
Right.
But at the same time, like I need to get my vision on my finds and make sure I'm good there. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's that multitask.
I don't know how it plays out. Maybe we'll have a D-Rock someday.
Hiring a D-Rock.
Yeah, then that's maybe the time where we're gonna be like kicked out from the store. Because
I
that's
know,
what we
because
don't want to do, right? Because like once you get kicked out from a store, that's like a missed opportunity.
yeah, that's the thing though, is like you're kind of drawing a lot of attention sometimes.
Right.
So Zombie said you need a GoPro. So I do have a GoPro. I've only worn it a couple of times. And maybe I can do it. It's because like with the attached thing, it kind of feels like I'm wearing like a bomb or something. Like
Yeah.
like if I walk into the store, like what is this dude up to? Sometimes you have like a coat or something. Maybe you can kind of like hide it.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, even I had it, but it was still like sticking out like here. I mean, mine was even blacked out and everything like that, and it's just not natural, right? Like, it's like what a cop would wear, their body cam. Um, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe it's on her shoulder or it's in her. It's just I wish the Snapchat glasses were more high quality.
yeah, that's true.
I wish the yeah I wish we were like uh ahead in as far as uh eyewear video would concern.
Yeah. Danny, laugh out loud. The suicide bomber. Jeff, $10. Merry Christmas to you guys. Love the show.
What's
Editing
up?
on point.
Yeah,
Uh,
dude. Yeah, editing was on point, Glenn. That's one thing. Hats off to you, man. Like, I think that was one of the best edits. Even the trailer was just crazy. Like, like cause like I've never heard of Stranger Things, so until you brought it up, so I've watched a few episodes. I mean, a few trailers, like how they did it. It's like, man, and as soon as like you launch it, it was just like, man, this is it. This is it. So it was crazy. It was the one.
thanks. So we gotta keep going with the trailers and get pretty cool stuff on there. Build up the trailers. Jeff, I appreciate it. I know you're killing it out there on eBay. With good sales and building it up for Christmas and stuff. So appreciate that. Elliot, put inside your shirt and make a hole in your shirt.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. I've seen those people. They actually put a hole. Where's my? Uh, I have my. I don't know where I put my. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I have it right here. I was thinking that just kind of like put it inside or make a pocket inside and just have a hole outside. But like that's the thing. If it's colder, right, you can hide it in your jacket. But if it's hot and warm,
Yeah,
then it's definitely gonna be sticking out.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree. That's gonna be a little bit tougher. And someone asked,
Yeah, or like
so
or hanging
volunteer. Oh. Yeah, right. Put on the
or
hat.
maybe just swap out my one of my glasses.
That'll just now you just look like some kind of cyclops.
Cyborg. Yeah.
Cybe.
Cyborg.
What is all right. So if we do have a D-Rock go with us, I thought about that too. Like if we go to different cities and we hire a D-Rock to go with us, um, maybe like paying them what? And we got to pay them. Volunteering, I don't know. It's kind of at least I'll pay you for your time. I mean, you're riding with us, but
Right.
so that's something we've kind of thought about, but
Yeah,
um,
Rally's has a fanny pack cam, um, but I don't know how that would go with Ross finds because everything's like up. You know, like
yeah. Well,
with
fanny
garage
pack's gonna be
sales,
like on my
everything.
groin,
Yeah, every like
groin
because
cam.
garage sale, a lot of people will put him on the floor, right? So fanny pack would work. But I was thinking of like just wearing a backpack and having it attached right here.
Yeah, I mean that could work too. Do they ask a lot of questions though? We're
So
running walking like a backpack.
yeah, that's the thing, right? Like like they could stop us, like, dude, this dude's stealing. Like, who wears a backpack at a store?
Unless you're maybe like a small Louis V backpack and you're pulling like a Kanye or
Oh yeah,
something.
that's what we gotta do. We just have to buy a Louis V backpack.
And
Out.
just roll into the stores. So yeah, we're gonna work on that and see what we're gonna do for Out Hustle 3 and work that out. But I can tell you, the dates that we're looking at. So right now, it looks like if you haven't signed up, I don't know if this link hasn't really been working right for some reason. Um, but hustlerhacks.com, if you're in California, go there. I don't know if this works or not. If not, hustlerhacks.com, you already know. Top right hand side. Go to that. Did we freeze?
We're good.
Oh, okay. I think we kind of froze or somewhat trying to get, or maybe you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you still hear me? Okay. I think we froze though, video wise. No?
No, we're good. We're good here. I think it's just YouTube.
Oh, okay. Because my, I guess they'll let us know because I think everything's okay. Everything's going back. Okay, there we go. I think it kind of like unfroze for me. It was weird for a little while. Okay. Um, so for California, it looks like right now for LA, we're getting close to like 40 people. I'm thinking we're gonna get to like 50 plus people, which is totally different than the Chicago, which it looks like we're like doubling to tripling up. So we're trying to figure out where we could meet up. If you're in LA and you have somewhere that you think it would be a good place to meet up, let me know. We can figure that out, but you can sign up there. Hustlerhacks.com, California area. And more than likely, let me look at. So we have the flights. We're going in, but more than likely, a meetup will be San Jose on the 23rd, more or less, I think.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, on a Tuesday. And then the LA meetup will be on the 25th, is what it looks like. So 23rd,
Yep.
25th, we will have like different giveaways. We do just want to like hang out. We're not doing like a talked about different things, but me and the B, what we've talked about a lot is providing value and just chill, hanging out. And I think that's what mostly what makes us different from other people. Like we're not trying to do like huge the Kansas City one is, then like already known, it's a conference, stuff like that. But for the most part, city to city, to build up some $250 course thing that like we want you to put in a bunch of money on. We just want to like chill and hang out because we're like in this own community. When you think about it, like the resale community is like its own thing, cool. People do thrifting, but like our own little Ross, Marshalls, we kind of have our own community kind of built up there. Like, Caroline and Jeff, Scott, we have here, like, Carlos. We kind of have the same people, especially like on Instagram and YouTube. Like, we're all pretty cool about it, and like we're just like helping each other out in that case. Like, we're kind of like our own separate resale community because we don't do a lot of the thrifting, even though it's cool. But we're kind of doing our own raw stuff. So, yeah, Hustlebee, you're thinking about Irvine area, right?
Yeah, Irvine area. It's not.
Okay.
It's a little bit outside of LA, and it's not too crowded. So uh, yeah, that's where a lot of feedback I've been getting from people too, at least on my end. But we'll definitely need to make a poll, like a survey kind of thing on how how they want the meetup to be. Do they want to sit down meetup, sit down dinner, or is it just gonna be like a coffee shop kind of environment, or just that just the chill? Because at the end of the day, it's really just getting to meet people that we talk to virtually,
Yeah, that we talk to like pretty much every week.
and then throughout the week in comments and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see.
Sorry, I don't know if I keep going in and out or not.
No, we're good.
Okay, Green Granner Resale, $5 super chat. Thanks, appreciate that too. Super nice when me and the wife met you in Phoenix. So, and Green Granner Resale also has supported this channel for a good while too, in the live chats and the videos and Out Hustled. So we will get you. We have to get you on one of the live shows pretty soon, so we can talk.
Yes.
And eventually, we're gonna get as much people as possible when we get to what our live shows are gonna be next year. So I'm pretty pumped for that. Last questions. Anybody have? You want to throw that in the live chat? We can answer them now. And we're gonna keep pushing for LA, San Jose stuff more and more. And I'll probably promote more like on Instagram and all that because we've just been slowly kind of doing it, even though it is next month already.
Man, yeah, time flies. Time flies so fast.
Yeah. So Jam says Irvine is OC. It's a LA meetup, you guys. So yeah, we're gonna. I mean, like I said, that's what we're thinking, but we're trying to figure that out. So any other ideas that you guys have that's like a good central area? Like I said, traffic's our main concern, and we just want to make sure we get as much people as possible to actually
outside of traffic.
Yeah, to actually get there to go more than anything, because we know how it is, or how it's supposed to be at least. Dan, kid shoes more risky?
I mean, not really. I just suggest that you would pick up the 5.5Y to 7Y. 5.5Y would be like my smallest that I would buy, because 5Y is converted to 6.5 for women's.
Yeah.
So at least you could do the graphics.
Yeah, same thing. I stick to the same size, and of course, depending on the model. I mean, kid shoes, copper foam posits, definitely not risky.
Yeah.
But depends on the model. Oh, do you guys buy discount Ross gift cards from Raise and other sites? I have before, but they go quickly on Raise. Yeah,
been
Ross
going so quick.
Yeah, and some of them are. It just depends. Also, like if it's worth buying or not. I've seen some is like $2 off. I'm like, come on, like what?
Like a lot of. I mean, when I started, I was like, I could really notice that when I started, I was able to buy like 8% off. You can catch them, and then the problem is you have. I mean, a lot of times they don't have the what do you call that? The high dollar value. It's usually like 20, 30, 50. Like I wanna when I wanna buy to make it really make a significant dent. I wanna get like the $100.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Are you gonna source between San Jose and LA or just cruise? We actually are gonna source. Yeah, we're gonna try to go to the unknown hidden outlets and other stuff. So we're gonna be driving from San Jose into LA, and we're gonna try to hit the stores in between. So I think that would be pretty cool to see what we can find. That would probably be like almost a whole day. I think it's like what? How many hours did we say to drive?
7 hours, if I'm not
Yeah, I think it's
mistaken.
like 6 or 7, but now we're gonna add in stops to hustle. So we're gonna
So
leave
maybe
early.
like a 12-hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it like a 12-hour day. I mean, like we usually do anyway, 12 to 14-hour day. It depends on how close.
Yeah. Let me see. G Jasso, good to see you. Ontario in California, Foothill Boulevard, bunch of stores and outlets. So that's good to know. We can keep that in there and see what we do there. Foam dome, foam, what composite, black and purple, size 12 for 50. Would you pick it up?
Oh, those are the boots.
Oh, the boots.
Yeah, foam dome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're heavy to ship.
I don't think I've seen those yet. I think in my area.
They're like like they're foam posits, but they're boots. Have you seen the Nike snow boots?
Yeah.
You've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I've
they
seen
and
those.
then the purple look like eggplant colorway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think, oh, a shout out to Mr. Halfapino, who's not here, but usually he is on Instagram. He found some Kobe Preludes, which I had no clue. I've
Dude,
never
that was
seen them.
so dope.
Yeah,
That's actually my favorite Kobe ones. I've balled on those.
yeah, that's crazy that he found those. He should probably easily flip those. They were 39.99 at Ross. He should easily flip those for um
I
at
mean,
least like
without box,
300.
yeah, without box, 250, 300, really.
Yeah, that was a
And
crazy find.
yeah, yeah, that's a crazy find, definitely. And it's not too big.
Yeah,
It's not crazy big. Yeah, those are up there. One of the craziest finds. What else do you think is up there?
with like the craziest finds of all
I think,
time.
yeah. I mean, as far as like like big sizes shoe that were just high end.
Oh, well, I guess like those NMDs, the size 20.
Yeah, those were up there too. But like value wise, like that was one of the top. Uh, yeah, anything that I can think of that's like preludes are limited. They're really expensive.
Yeah. And Pingu the Penguin. I have 15 items listed and it sold about 7 in the last 24 hours. Also found 30 pairs of Stant socks and other players won like the brow ones. So yeah, those I've
Oh,
seen a lot more, but
yeah, the
um
brow doesn't move. I mean, I've looked them up.
yeah. Elliot Kobe 10
Kobe 10,
Christmas. Yeah, that's a
Kobe
good one.
10, yeah, yeah, Kobe 10 is not really that. Kobe 10 is like, I think, I think they didn't put too much technology in Kobe 10. What do you think? I don't like Kobe 10.
You don't like them? I think they're
There's,
okay. I think obviously 6 is my favorite.
well, coming
9,
from
yeah,
yeah, coming
9.
from the very comfortable Kobe, then you go to a 10 that's the bottom so stiff.
Yeah.
No wonder Kobe retired on that shoe.
Oh, they're retired on that
there's
shoe.
there's a guy that now talking about Kobe Prelude. There's actually a guy that's selling a full set of Kobe Fade to Black on my size, like size 9.5 to 10. I'm so tempted, but I just don't like the twos, the threes, per dunk 08s. I mean, he
Yeah.
wants to sell as a set, so I wanted to just cherry pick like 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just cherry pick it, but he won't let me.
That's funny. And I think who was asking? I think it was Scott about so yeah, we're gonna go through the 99. So like we want to go through like Fresno and Bakersfield and all that and try to just make our way. But adding stores, like we said, is gonna take some time. So that whole day is probably just gonna be like one out hustled episode driving to go through and see what we find. Let me see. Ken, how did you get to where you are in 9 short months? Source every day?
Ramen life.
Ramen and wife life.
Yeah, wife life. It's sacrifice. Me and my wife have definitely had the same goal, and we just went all in when we started. Yeah, we were sourcing every day, definitely. I think we were sourcing every day 5 months, just to get the ball rolling, because I would sell $100 a day. I would automatically buy 2 or 3 pairs the next day, and a lot of driving. We drove. We didn't like, I went to different states. I went to different cities. uh, I drive when I was sourcing. I was driving 2 to 3 hours one way. I won't get back to like 11 or 12, and that was really the biggest thing that really helped us, because I mean, if I would have stayed in my city, I won't be able to get that much inventory. So I was
Yeah,
just going all in, really.
and And if you go to his Instagram, like it's Ken and JC. So like you wanna talk a little bit more about like how much your wife has helped or what the things that she's done
Oh,
like to help you
for
also
sure.
too that maybe they don't know
Like
about?
yeah, the biggest thing really is we work as a team and we work on our strengths. So a better eye for shoes because I've been collecting shoes as far as retros were concerned and Jordans, and then my wife with my previous businesses, she was always been the admin, so she was always organizing the receipts and everything like that. And with eBay, she loves listing shoes because she loves taking photos, she loves listing them. So for us, like I like sourcing, okay with sourcing, and then when it comes to listing, I help her arrange stuff, but it comes to a point that she tells me like, I got this, I'll take over this, and that's the biggest thing, really, just figuring out what worked for us. Hated listings, then that would be a different thing, right? And and then the only reason why we didn't do clothing because she liked listing, but she didn't want to list 500 items a week. So I had to figure that out, that how can we only limit our listings to 100 to 150 a week, and reverse engineer that. So that really helped. And really, besides that, it's just all sacrifice. We really got into an agreement that we're gonna give this our all for the next 2 years and see how far we could take this, because it's either this, we own our time, or we go back and get a 9 to 5. So we're pushing so hard not to go back to a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and that's how it's been working so far.
Yeah. And it's just kind of funny. Well, I guess like on my end, like so my wife went with us like to the Phoenix meetup. So like Green Granny Resell, Jeff, they got to meet her. And she went with me to I know to the Dallas one too. When I did a talk in Dallas, she went with me there. So she supports me differently with like she's all for everything that I want to do. She'll go with me to some of the trips. But when it comes to like hustling and fines and all that, this is where it gets funny because like if I go to Ross and I find stuff that gets near somewhat my size or her size, she's like, we have to keep it part of the collection. That's where like me and her are kind of like, yeah, I don't really care to keep this. We gotta sell it. And she's like, oh, but it's so nice. And I'm like, no, no.
you know,
Like we gotta sell this. Like we're about making money. And then usually ends up just getting sold and then it just goes from there. But there's also times too where like if I bring it home, like only like if she sees it, it's because like she walked into the office part like this area and sees it. And I'm like, oh
and
no,
then,
no, no. And I have to kind of like cover it or
but you did get her one though. Did she end up keeping the up tempos?
the black ones, yeah, I did. She did keep the up tempos, the black ones, but then she saw the red ones, and she's like, "Oh, look at these," and
The,
I'm like, "Nah, like those."
this is good money.
Yeah. So I sold both of those, but yeah, I wasn't. I was like, I got you the black ones. You're good with that. Like we don't need any more. Let me see.
Somebody's asking your favorite shoe.
Yeah, Ken, where did you first source from?
My closet. We actually listed everything. The first 50 items that eBay let us list was actually everything from our closet. So I used to work for a corporate. I had my dress shoes, my long sleeves. Those were the ones that we sold first. Uh, it was all a lot of. I mean, in a part of my collection too. So we came up with $500 from out of that, and then the first store I really sourced was the Nike outlets because that's all I knew. I didn't know Burlington and Ross existed till I found Glenn in YouTube.
You're like, what is this store?
You're right.
What is your favorite shoe and why is it important to you?
Me, yeah, it's right.
Sorry, I got cut
Freezing
off.
up again.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think you're good now. Kind of.
Let's see.
Now we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Right here. Oh, that's lame.
Oh, the 12s? Okay, now you're frozen. Now you're back. Is he freezing? Let me know in the chat. Kind of.
Are we back?
Yeah. I can hear you now. I think you're better now.
Yeah, we're frozen. I'm gonna have to refresh my Google Hangout.
Oh, so I can kind of see you, but oh, okay, I think he's gone. All right, he'll come back. So Adriana, you're lucky. Ken, wish I had help. I know. So his wife does a lot, and she works hard too. She's super nice. And you'll probably be able to meet her some of the meetups and stuff. But JC's super cool, and they do cool. Let me see. It's time to finish. Yeah, it is time to finish. We're already actually over. So 6:02. Next episode, like I said, is gonna be and what we're gonna do. Personal goals for that. And now someone's calling me. Interrupting is probably why we're freezing. Yeah, so the next episode, 2018 goals. What I'm going to talk about the channel, how I plan to grow it, what I want to change, what I'm going to add, and then also to make money. What is Kenny going to do for his business? What I'm going to do for mine. That one definitely you guys want to watch. I think that one's going to be good. We also just bounce off ideas, and also how the live show for Wednesdays are also going to change, and also going to do way more giveaways. So that's going to be pretty cool from that. Let me see. So thanks guys for watching. Green Granny Resell, super nice. Josh, shout out from Utah, appreciate it. And Bebe, what's up? All right, guys. So thanks again. Ken's gone, and yeah, we are over a little bit. We'll see you guys next week. Good show. 2018 goals. See you guys. Go out and get it.